Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Barcelona 4, Real Madrid 3. Barcelona one step closer to that La Liga title race. Tonight's match against Real Madrid was so important. It could have either put tons of pressure on Barcelona, reducing that 4-point lead to just one, or it could have extended Barcelona's lead and turned into a 7-point gap. Barcelona, as you guys can see with the La Liga table right now, let me share my screen so you guys can see it right here. But as the La Liga table shows right here, Barcelona, we are now 7 points clear from Real Madrid, meaning just one more win against Espanyol seals it, and Barcelona, they are La Liga champions. That is what we're going to be trying to do in this next upcoming La Liga match. But NJ, welcome, brother. How are you doing? Absolutely amazing result from Barcelona as we get the 3 points. How are you feeling after that game?
Um, but can you hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you. Everything's fine.
Just I don't know. I'm just hungry. I'm just eating right now.
Just hungry, just hungry.
Yeah, I'm just hungry. I don't know what to feel. Like, yeah, don't be honest, a nice win for sure because it's closer for us to win the La Liga. But since I got hungry, bro. Halfway, I'm like, whatever.
Someone says, no Lewa, no problem, viejo. Vamos, let's win the league now. Only one more win. Only one. Wait, hold on. I want to know, is a draw enough against Espanyol to get the victory, or do we have to get the win?
I think if
There's
Real Madrid if Real Madrid draw the next game, then we win. Then yeah, or
Yes,
draw.
yeah, because what's it called? If since there are 3 games remaining, if Real Madrid win all three and we lose all three, they could surpass us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically,
So
yeah,
so
yeah.
what Barcelona they have to do is
Just
they have to
win.
get a win. They
Just
get the win,
win.
and that's it.
Yeah, but a draw won't really hurt. It's just that it'll just like, make it longer for us to lift the trophy. Basically, in other words,
That's true.
basically.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But Christopher, welcome. Good to see you, man. How are you feeling after that game? Barcelona dominant against Real Madrid.
Uh, I'm speechless to be honest with you. Very, very speechless. I like. I'll tell you this. I don't know why I'm watching it with a doubt for Barca because the thing is, I want Barca to beat Real Madrid, but the thing is, we beat them 4 times in a row, and I'm just saying to myself, no way, this cannot happen 4 times. So at least it could be a draw. But when I saw that like they were down 2-0, I was saying to myself that oh, it's over. I thought of not watching the game, but until
Wow.
basically, until when I went to the washroom, and then when I came back, David Garcia scored a goal. Yeah, scored a goal, right? And then next thing you know, the shift just changed, and I was like, wow, this is this is very surprising. But a huge congrat win to Barca.
No, it is absolutely huge because, as you mentioned, we did not start the game brilliantly whatsoever. We go down 2-0, I would say, what, in the opening
That's
15 minutes?
always.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Real Madrid, they start strong. They have, the runs in behind from Mbappe. Kouassi makes a mistake. We give away a penalty.
Yeah,
He scores that. Then following along, Barcelona caught in the high line. Mbappe yet again makes a run. And honestly, Mbappe, I thought he was like the only player on Real Madrid side that was offering anything offensively.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
was constantly trying to get in behind Barcelona and everything, and they showed. He got a hat trick at the end of the day.
I mean,
hey,
what do you? I mean, at the beginning it was Guller as well, but then he slowly faded away after that. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
but no,
Yeah.
but majority it was Mbappe after that.
Uh-huh.
it's
And
true.
it,
It's
and what,
true. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, no.
I was gonna say that too. I got to give credit to Mbappe because he scared the heck out of the defense. But even though the defensive line still managed to contain him, but I'll say this: this is a record that like Mbappe scored a lot of goals for Madrid against Barca.
No, he
But
can play,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, he did. But this year, this is the first time that he never won against a game against Barca this year. So
I mean, fair enough.
yes,
'Cause, yeah, it's a new team for him. It's a new environment, and and plus the whole time base is just like just in low morale right now. So makes it. But again, I won't be surprised if next year he actually starts cooking. But for now, he can hold that.
You can know that. You can know that. But I was going to mention this because coming into this game, we wanted to know, hey, how was Barcelona going to face Real Madrid? Was that hangover from Inter going to play a factor into this match? And I would say so, and it played some part because the way that we started this match, we weren't concentrated, we weren't focused, heads were down. But as Barcelona, we've been showing throughout the season, time and time again, we have the mental resilience, we have the capabilities in order to combat. And that's exactly what we did. We showed the talent. We showed, the player quality that we do have. Eric Garcia starting off the comeback and
Yeah.
yet again gain on the score sheet. One unexpected hero. And overall, I thought Eric Garcia put in a very solid shift. He's growing on me as a
This,
player,
Yeah,
and especially in that right back position.
this Eric Garcia bum could have also won an Inter game for us, man, if he had finished those chances.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I thought he's a good player before, and he gets for laughing at me when I was saying, he's a good rotational player. But he gets like, no, no, bro, he's not that good. The next thing you know, he's actually balling.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, absolutely amazing.
But my question to you guys is for next
Yeah.
season, do you still put him on a rotation list, or do you think he deserved that starting position?
Some games he can start.
Oof.
Some games he can start, but some games he has to be most likely a second half player. But some games, yeah, he can start. Some games that depends on the matchup. To be honest, he can't just be
I
start.
I I
He can't
agree.
be starting him, bro. You can't be starting him like because he's been having a good season. No, you play him, against opponents that suits his play style or against his
Hmm.
opponents. You can't just start
Yeah,
with a base of that. To be honest,
that's true. That's true. That's true. But I just kind of believe that. I just kind of believe that for next season, it's gonna put Barca in a position where technically they're gonna go. I believe they're gonna go far again for the next season, even especially in Champions League. But it's
yeah, for
gonna
sure.
no, but it's gonna be in a position where Hansi Flick is going to have a headache that okay, you know what, who am I going to start? Because it
Nah,
seems like it
yeah,
seems
that's
like
good. That's good though.
it seems like everyone's poised to
Yeah, that's
play on
good
him.
though. That's good. That's again,
Yeah,
but again with Eric Garcia, he won't really complain because he knows that he's gonna play no matter what. Doesn't matter if he's starter or bench, he's gonna
yeah,
Hmm.
play.
No, I mean, I'm a fan of Eric Garcia. I think he's very solid as a rotational player. Just the thing is that we want a natural right back. I think Eric Garcia has been doing a good job as a replacement for Jules Koundé.
yeah.
We want a natural offensive right back. I think Eric Garcia, he can be a great center back, a great rotational player in that CDM, and if need be, play in that right back position. But
Hey,
obviously, we want the profiles to match. Hansi
yeah,
Flick,
for
he
sure.
likes explosive fullbacks, and that's what Deco should be doing. But after Eric Garcia scored the first goal, starting Barcelona's comeback, just a couple minutes later, you had Lamine Yamal gain on the score sheet. A lovely finish, beating Courtois and Lamine Yamal, a fan of scoring in El Clásicos, and he actually spoke about that. He said, scoring in El Clásico is a special feeling, and Lamine Yamal today was absolutely amazing. Time and time again, he was finding the passes to Raphinha, to Ferran, and it's actually a shame that we didn't get more goals because this chance right here, for example, it was a Travella pass
Elias,
from Lamine. Raphinha wasn't able to finish.
hello.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I think. Do you remember that we have discussed before that we didn't confirm, but we have discussed that something like this ever happened in the El Clasico history that in a single season all four matches or all the El Clasicos has won by a single team. So ESPN just
Yeah.
confirmed that this is the first time in the history of El Clasico that all the El Clasico has been won by a single team. That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely insane. Absolutely, yeah. Because like even in Barcelona's worst moments, you had the 4-0 victory. I believe you
yeah.
had the 1-0 victory in the Copa del Rey. Unfortunately, we didn't win the second leg. That's where we lost 4-1, I believe. Um, Last season, did we
We didn't.
draw? No, we
No,
lost both. We lost both El Clásicos in the
yeah,
league, I believe.
yeah. We both lost
Um,
in both league and
Yeah.
yeah, both leagues. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, but that's crazy. Barcelona creating history, beating the same team, four times. That's absolutely crazy. Barcelona's Hansi Flick Barca's creating history, and seeing that, yeah, when Lamine Yamal hit the calma, I'm here, bro.
yeah,
It's just
but
Lamine Yamal
I
is
can't lie though. I
just
got hyped though a little bit. I'm like, yeah, hold on, what the heck? He's
yeah.
only two.
Hold on.
He's only
Wait, hold on.
2-2.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
find the picture.
Yeah,
it's only
Lamine
2-2. I'm
Yamal
like,
might be the Mbappe's real daddy.
Yeah,
Right.
but you can't lie the second though. Like Mbappe, even though despite them not winning, he actually played good this season though.
Yeah, yeah, I would say he
Yeah,
was the man of the match of this game.
yeah,
To be honest, if you,
but
I
at the
am not
same time
sure.
though, yeah,
According to his performance, performance was not that great. It was like a classical CR7 performance,
yeah,
but
basically, yeah,
he was the best player on their team at least.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, second, but same, we can both agree he can hold that this year.
No, absolutely.
He
Hold
can
that.
hold
Hold
it.
that.
Yeah,
Take the L.
no, no, no.
Take the
I
L.
would be completely honest. He was the, yeah, he was the best player of Real Madrid for entirety of this season. He showed up in
Exactly,
every
yeah,
single Clásico. I think except the first one. So I think
Hmm.
yeah,
Mbappe deserves his credit. But I think this is the same issue for Real Madrid that they
Yeah.
tried the same way to feed entire Cristiano Ronaldo and every other player got overshadowed by him. I think this is
yeah.
the same what is happening with Mbappe now.
Mm-hmm.
Same, yeah. I can agree with you. I think Mbappe is heading to that kind of route where like he's gonna be like the actual man, not Vinny or Jude. To be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Question for you guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
for Tuchemini and for me,
The
yeah. So which I don't get it. So both okay. So we have handball in the penalty box, and then there's
yeah,
handball, the one that he scored in the last minute, though. So I'm
yeah.
confused. What's going on with the refs' logic? You know his.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Back in the day, that would have been considered as a handball 100%. But since we're playing the modern football now, they want to actually follow the rule and they want context in each handball. So like so, 'cause some handballs are not on purpose. Some of them are like on purpose. So with so with the two of anyone, it looked like he got hit in the lower elbow, but first he got hit in the upper elbow first. Then the ball went down to his lower. That's why the picture looked like he touched it with his lower elbow.
Mm.
But that's why I don't really blame you guys when you guys reacted. Oh, that should be a handball. But back in the day, yes, that should have been a handball no matter what, either it's above or lower. But in football now it's different. They want context in every situation or every foul. They want
No,
context.
I mean, at first I'm gonna say that
Also,
I think that rule is complete BS. I think that's
I
stupidity in
know,
all levels.
I know it is.
Handball is handball. My reasoning on why this is not going to be a penalty is the distance. Just Chouameni is right in front of Ferran. That's the only reason why I can think, hey,
Yeah.
this is not a handball. This is why I want the referees to explain these decisions. Why are you not calling this as a penalty? Why is it? Run me through your thought process necessarily.
Yeah.
Because I see this and this is a penalty. Because if Chouameni doesn't put his hand there, it's on goal. It's on target. And they're
Yeah, but when you
and
look at it though, Elias, when you look at it though, when in that situation, like it's not like he like pulled his arm out. He tried to tuck his
no, no,
arm,
no,
but
no, no. But regardless,
yeah,
if Chouameni's hand isn't there, that's
uh,
on target, going on goal. Whether Courtois makes a save or doesn't, we
yeah.
don't know that. Maybe he makes a save, maybe he doesn't.
yeah, you're
Simple
Also,
right.
as you don't know. If Chouameni's hand isn't there,
also,
Barcelona have a chance of scoring. Go
Also,
Saka.
I don't have any problem with his hand, but his hand is not in a natural position.
Yeah,
His
exactly.
hand is
Yeah, there you
coming
go.
out.
Yeah,
So
that's why.
of course he's trying to take out his hand out of the way, but
Exactly.
he's
Yeah, there you
late.
go. Yeah, that's the
Because
point.
it hit his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
See,
the
see, see.
one thing people used to say before that we are not as better as Real Madrid, so this referee decision doesn't really matter. Sometimes I agree with them because we have been so better, above
Yeah.
levels for above levels than Real Madrid this season, that all this referee decision doesn't really matter, because even
Exactly.
after
Yeah.
all this decision we end up winning
Is
of matches, because the
Yeah.
levels
yeah.
between them and us is too much this season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Julio asks, do you think that Chouameni last man foul on Ferran should be red? Okay, so let's talk about it. So let me bring up the image right here on
Yeah.
the instance. It happened in the first half. Oh yeah, right here. So okay, so Chouameni right here makes a
Yeah,
foul on Ferran. Me
it's
personally,
a
I
red.
think you can. I think you can give the red for this. You can give for the red for this. I've seen this called before.
Yes.
I think Chomini gets away with one here. The commentators that were saying the only
Was it
reason
in
why it gave
was
a
this in
yellow.
the first half or second half?
This was in the first half. This was in the first half. The only reason why they gave it
Yeah,
as
then it's
a
understandable.
is because he's out
Yeah.
wide.
But also, remember.
Yeah, outright also in the first half, you don't want to cancel the game. But again, the same thing happened with us in PSG match for our, things like this.
Yeah, but also, but remember, it depends on the refs' view of it. Because again, yes, normally that would be the red, but I mean, like normally it's a card no matter what. If yeah, that it depends of the refs how they view it. Yes, it's stupid. I know that nowadays like people like want to complicate football too much, even though it's a simple game. But again, it's a different football now. It's not compared to back then where like if it's like that, it's completely red no matter what. But again, it's different, right? So it's stupid, but it is what it is.
No, because what's crazy is that if you put Barcelona in this situation and reverse it, you just know that some of these decisions are going against Barcelona, and
Yeah,
that's
it
the
is.
most frustrating thing because the double standard isn't there. Because let's say, hey, Barcelona they don't get the fourth goal and everything. Real Madrid they are able to come back. That chance from the youngsters, I think Munoz,
Oh
the
man, that
chance that
red
he
flag,
has,
bro.
if he's able to score this chance right here and makes it 4-4, those decisions by not giving by not giving the penalty, by not sending off Chouameni, it does play a factor in this. And of course, I always want to focus on the football first. But time and time again, decisions, 50-50 decisions are not going in Barcelona's way.
I mean,
I completely understand. Some decisions are not going our way, but come on, if Chouameni has his hand right there, blank in front of goal, regardless of where it hits in his hand, it's not where it hits his shoulder. You have to give a penalty for that.
not
It's
yeah,
my decision.
yeah, that's the thing though. But again, you're not watching old football anymore. This is modern football. That's how they make it everything very complicated. Yeah, you have to understand. Yes, I agree. It should have been like a pen, but again, in reality, it's modern football now. It's stupid, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Uh
It is
huh.
what it is.
But okay, so moving on now, guys. So Barcelona, who do you guys think was the best player for Barcelona? Because I have two in general. Me personally, I thought the best player on the pitch was Lamine Yamal. The opportunities and chances that he was creating was absurd.
I
Who
would
do you guys
say
think?
three. I got three of them. I got Lamine Yamal, obviously. I would
Mm-hmm.
say I feel like De Jong did play really good today, though. To be honest.
De Jong.
Like
Okay.
like like, like, like low key obviously he didn't do the assist whatever but he was like tracking back. He was like not making it too hard for everybody. He's making it simple for his teammates. Then I'll say Eric Garcia, to be honest.
Yeah. Bro, the amount of chances that were wasted by Lamine Yamal. Look at this chance that Raphinha missed.
Yeah.
Point blank, and he skies it. This was the I believe it was the 5-3 in
Yeah,
this situation right here.
yeah.
It was so frustrating the amount of chances that Rafinha was missing and
That's
everything.
just basically too much, man. I'm like, yo, you gotta like not overthink when you score. You shoot it, man. Just normal, man. You don't have to like make it complicated.
Yeah. And it's also a shame that this goal was called offside. No,
Oh yeah,
because it would have been
yeah.
great for
Oh,
Lamine.
Yeah.
that would be a great
Mm-hmm.
pass. That's a great pass from Gerard Martin as well, and freaking Raphinha offside. I'm like, what the hell, man? Like,
No,
it is
no.
what it is. Game is game.
Okay. Christopher, who do you think was the best player on the match?
Okay, well, before I start who was the best player on the match, I'll go to the week. I'll go the player who hasn't had the best performance or maybe the
Okay.
weakest.
Go ahead,
I would
Danny
say to
Olmo.
me, I would say Chesney, I would say Chesney didn't do too much compared to Thibaut Courtois.
Okay.
But
No, Porto was playing good, man. Holy shit.
yeah, he was, but he was unfortunate.
Yeah,
And also, okay,
Kubarsi.
I would say the last one I would say I'll give it to is Danny Olmo because I think
Yeah.
to me he just didn't had it. He
Okay.
had the best. Yeah, he had like the best game, but he at least contributed.
Mhm.
Now, if we went to the best, I'm gonna give it to Eric Garcia.
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
yeah, Yamin Lamal,
Yeah,
and who else? I think I'll say
Gerard Martin played good,
Gerard Martin.
but
He plays solidly, but I want to give it to at least either Raphinha or at least Pedri in some ways. But yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Pedri
Um.
with Pedri though, like he did okay though. To be honest, like he didn't really like truly impact, but he did some magic for sure. But
No, it
uh,
was a good performance by Pedri. The reason
yeah,
why I'm not gonna be so critical about Chesney, even though like I called out like the amount of the lack of saves that he did make, is
mhm.
because as someone says, those shots by Mbappe, I mean, you
it's
can't
hard,
really
man.
save. You
It's
can't say
hard.
you're expecting an absolute world class and absolutely amazing, ball to, in order
Especially,
to stop that.
yeah, it's true.
It's
Especially
different to
the front
Courtois,
line.
where
Yeah,
he has the back line protecting him. No,
yeah,
Mbappe is going into space one on one. It's very hard
yeah,
in
man. Like
regards to that.
it was so bad. What do you call this? With Chesney though, like, I can't really blame him with the pen because he almost saved it though.
Yeah.
He almost
Yeah.
saved it.
Yeah, I would say the penalty is the only chance I would say, hey, Chesney, you should have done better because he does get a hand to it, you
Yeah,
know.
but at
But
the same time, it is what it's Mbappe,
yeah,
superstar. So what do you
yeah,
expect?
it is Mbappe. But with that, guys, the most important thing, as I've said, at the start of the video, is that Barcelona. When you look at the La Liga table, it looks like this. It looks like Barcelona at the top, 7 point lead over Real Madrid,
Oh wait,
and
earlier forgot to
yeah.
mention on subs, Christensen, the one save they did.
Oh,
Oh
That was
Christensen.
good.
yes,
That
yes.
was good.
I have it somewhere here. Let me find it. But that tackle from Christensen,
It was so smooth. It was so smooth. He was chill, bro. He was so chill when he
Danish
when he
Maldini.
slide down. Yeah, he was so chill when he slide, bro. To tackle it, he was chill.
let me see if I can find it. I just had it here.
Who else came though? Him, Hector Ford. Who else did he? Gavi.
No, I mean the substitutes from Hansi Flick, they didn't really impact the match because they were super late.
Yeah.
But once again, guys, Christensen, he just shows his level consistently,
Yeah.
and I've my rhetoric on Christensen has been consistent. If Christensen is fit, he
Yeah.
is super reliable. Rarely makes any mistakes.
He plays
He's just
simple
a
also, man.
consistent player. Yeah, he just
He's
makes
so
it. He plays simple. He plays it right. He just
Yeah.
it's a game with no mistakes.
Yeah.
How old is Christensen? 29?
28, 20, 29? 20,
Uh,
29?
let me check right now. I believe he's 30. No,
Or he just turned 30, I guess. I don't know.
no. He's 29. He's 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. More time, though. He can still play, bro. For
Yeah,
Barcelona.
yeah. He has
If
like
it's
3 or 4
healthy.
years left.
If he's healthy. If he's just healthy, then yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bro, he's so good, man, as a player, even though obviously he was hampered with injury. But, when you see him play, he's so simple. He doesn't complicate anything for everybody, bro. He just
Mm-hmm.
simple
I,
pass, simple defending.
If Christensen can stay fit for the next season,
Yeah, that's the thing, though.
yeah, but you know who he kind of reminds me of back in the days who used to play for Barca with Neymar, Suarez, and Messi. That French player, Jeremy
Jeremy
Mathieu.
Mathieu?
Yeah.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I do think that Christensen is a level above Matthew, but I can see that. I can see that a player who's underrated by the Barcelona fan base in some sense. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But we also have to talk about Balde, guys, because Balde, he did come on as well
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
he was
second half.
rapid. He was rapid.
And honestly, it was great seeing Balde come on. We didn't know if he was going to be involved, but it's a very good thing that he was involved. He
Yeah.
had some chances and everything. Just building up that match sharpness and everything. He is expected to start against Espanyol in general, but absolutely great to see.
Well, he was rapid, bro. Like, I think he never got injured, bro. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, no, he was running. Am I lying? He was running like freely though in the
Yeah,
midfield.
he
Yeah.
was. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was running. He was running freely. I'll give him a. I'll tell you guys this. I'll give him a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
because-
a good. Yeah, a good
Yeah,
6.5.
Yeah, because the thing is that he did contribute on offensively, but
Yeah.
I would say this that on defensively he did his part, but I would say it's not what I expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And also, I want to talk about this Fermin goal. Unfortunately, it was ruled off because of a handball. Unfortunately, unfortunately, it happened because you're thinking, "Oh my God, yes, let's go, Fermin Lopez! What an amazing goal!" But as you can see right here, Fermin Lopez gets a handball to it. It's crazy because he has to go through like 3 or 4 players. He beats Valverde, beats Modric, beats Asensio, beats Courtois,
Yeah.
and he still scores. You're thinking like, oh, come on.
It doesn't really
Come
matter.
on.
He still scored a banger anyway, even himself.
Yeah.
It was sick goal, and people were just out of their mind. I was like, oh shit.
and I believe today was his birthday, I believe, right? So
I don't know. I know it was Courtois' birthday. In regards to a Barcelona player, I don't know. I don't know which one.
I know. I don't follow people's birthday,
I
bro.
think it was from me because I heard it from the commentator. It was either from me or some guy named Travis Scott. But
Well,
yeah.
wow, guys, this was the what's it called? The predictions on who was going to win the La Liga title race at the start of the season. Look at that. I want you to keep this in mind. To all those Madrid fans and all those football fans saying, "Oh, it's obvious Barcelona they were gonna be the favorites and win La Liga." Absolutely not the case. When Real Madrid they signed Mbappé, a lot of Real Madrid fans and football fans in general were saying Barcelona got no chance.
I'm
Under
gonna
Hansi
say,
Flick,
you
only
can't
one
really blame
signing,
them,
Dani
bro.
Olmo.
Can you really blame them? Because again, because again, Madrid just came back with a double. Then they just got Mbappe. So
Yeah.
No,
I don't
no.
know.
I mean, hey, that I completely like. I'm not bashing them for saying, oh, that thinking is wrong. But for them to track back and say, hey, this is one of the worst Madrid sides in recent history, absolutely, that's not the case. That rhetoric was not being said at the start of the season. At the start of the season, it was Barcelona. We're not going to win La Liga. We're not going to win any trophies. Look at this. Look at this prediction from ESPN. 86% for Real Madrid.
I mean, see,
Yeah, but
it's
you should know ESPN is never with
yeah, they're
Barca
never
the
consistent.
whole time.
I don't know why you keep trusting them, bro. I don't know why you keep going
No,
there.
no, no. No. I don't trust ESPN. I think they're a bunch of clowns. But they're the what's it called? The TV.
Sky
What's it called?
Sport.
No. What's it, the TV company that basically airs La Liga. Like tons of people
Yeah,
go
I
into
know, I
them and
know,
watch them. That's the
I
reason.
know.
You know.
Yeah.
But someone says if out of the goal starts, Barcelona is losing. I just can't with these people. Exactly. So like some of these things as well.
I
Um,
mean, with
oh,
Madrid
it's
already.
Fermin's. It was Fermin's
Yeah,
birthday.
he
Wow.
played all right though, until he just disappeared after that because because Barca just started cooking after that. But overall, we got. I mean, Goller is a baller, man.
Yeah, if Mbappe lands at Madrid, Barca doesn't need to get ready. The world needs to go ready.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
remember.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But I
Oh.
remember that one. That's the one. That's the one. I was like, okay, bro.
exactly. Like, come on. Like,
Listen, listen,
Guys,
listen though.
please don't troll me. Please don't troll me. Real Madrid is my daddy, but I am a Benfica fan.
You see, you see, that quote they said. That's where I was like, yeah, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you might win trophies during your time, but you're not gonna freaking like sweep the Liga or La Liga Cup every year. You're gonna lose some of it, but don't get that. But that quote they said, yeah, I'm like, yeah, but you're not winning every year. You're gonna lose
yeah.
some of it.
Yeah.
Because
Wait, so sorry, Andy, continue.
yeah, because again, we won, but there's no guarantee for next year, right? But again, they can, bro. Listen, like them saying that was wild. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's Mbappe, but there was no guarantee for them to dominate this year. There was no chance of us winning this year because come on, it makes sense because we had a bad season, right, last year. But again, again, it's different this
And
year.
No, 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 no.
I just
Yeah, go for it.
I just thought of one thing. That if Xavi was our coach at this moment, he would have blasted one of those referees on the pitch this season. Hansi Flick is so tired that he just laughs off everything now. If it would have
Oh
been
boy.
Xavi, Xavi would have gotten multiple red cards and he would have smashed one of the referees on the pitch this season after
Yeah.
seeing this referee performance every match.
Yeah, yeah.
But overall,
But as Julio, as you said, I want to congratulate Fermin Lopez for his birthday. Happy birthday! And it's actually a shame that he wasn't able to celebrate that goal. It would have been an absolutely amazing gift on his birthday, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to go. But at the same time, we got the victory, and that's what matters. But as always, guys, Fitzroy, thank you for the support, guys. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the match reaction. Barcelona one step closer to the La Liga title race. I believe we play on Wednesday, or is it Thursday against Espanyol?
I thought we
Is
win
it?
that, we're good. I said, but if we lose the next three, oh my god,
It's Thursday. No, it's Thursday in which we play against Espanyol. Okay, so one win against Espanyol on Thursday clinches the La Liga title for
No,
Barcelona.
when you look at it, right?
Yeah.
So we won the El Clásico no matter what. If we lose the next three games and Madrid wins it, let's say Madrid and Barca tied in the end, you still won the league anyways because of goal difference and the time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So either way, we won no matter what. We won no matter what.
We just need one win. Just one win in the three, and we're champions.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's all we need.
Simple as that. But guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the match reaction. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.
Ciao.
Wow.